joining us now is an independent journalist who goes by the name Olia Scootercaster. Now, she has been on the ground in Ukraine and is currently making her way to Poland. Now, first of all, Olia, so how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing okay. Thank you.
What's the current scenario where you are at this moment?
I was in Kiev for the last few days, and this evening I left towards Poland, and I'm planning to record some stories about people that are evacuating and document that.
How are you feeling in terms of safety? I know there's about as many as 100,000 people on their way to surrounding countries, mostly Poland, but do you feel protections? Are there protections that are being given to people who are fleeing the country, and what is the guidance?
I mean, for most people that I've seen that are fleeing the country, they don't seem to be very prepared. As I was driving away, there was a lot of vehicles on the side that have emergency lights on. It appears they're whether broken or out of gas. Many gas stations that I did stop at, they have weather limitation on how much gas they can give, or some of them only give it to first responders and to military personnel.
Oh, Leah,
so I'm assuming that's causing some issues.
Yeah, I saw some video you posted on social media of a bus terminal with a lot of people, and some people even pleading to try and get out of the capital city. So how are civilians reacting from whatever you've been able to see?
The reaction is very different now from what it was before. While before people were, hunkering down and wanted to stay and nobody was really concerned, things definitely have changed. Since the escalation in Donbass, things have changed. And then, of course, once people heard the explosions this morning, I mean, everyone I'm asking, that's what prompted them to leave, is when they heard the explosions. People were definitely in fear for their lives.
You know, your Instagram says, I stay back to document and to observe. How are you feeling right now in terms of your own personal safety, and what are you observing since last night?
It's definitely unnerving.
Yeah.
The exploding sounds started late at night at 4 a.m. And, the hotel was dark. It was definitely concerning. The hotel kind of went on business as normal as the fire alarms were going off, the sirens. The hotel just continued serving breakfast. However, they did later give out the little papers to everybody saying that if the siren comes along again, they have to go to the first floor and to go to a train station, because that's the easiest bomb shelter type facility.
I have another question for you. What is happening with some of the elderly people? I know you've posted about that. I'm sure you've seen a lot of stories, people coming to you, talking to you. Is there something that has stood out right now in terms of someone you've spoken to since last night?
There is one lady that I went to the bus station to film how people are leaving through the bus, and we actually caught the last bus that was leaving, apparently, and there was an elderly woman that ran up to the bus driver begging him to let her on. She was just like, I could sit on the floor, just let me on the bus, because there's no other buses. I spoke to the workers there afterwards, and they said that the whole place is closed, there is no more tickets, and there'll be no more buses out. And then people on the train stations, some trains are delayed for hours. Sometimes it takes hours to get a ticket.
It's interesting to see just the change in a couple of hours from people actually trying to remain in place to now really desperately trying to get out.
Olia, what is next for you?
Yes, yeah. I'm going to just slowly drive towards Poland and, speak to people, see what everybody's doing, how people are fleeing, and how their journey is going.
All right. Please be safe. If we can keep in contact with you, we would certainly like to do that. And please take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Thanks.